Hi everybody, it's Oksana and I'm super excited to tell you about this new makeup from Pacifica because I've been waiting for it impatiently, and they had the foundation which I got to try earlier, and now finally these pressed blushes and bronzer highlighter duo, and I can't open this with one hand. They're hitting stores, well, iHerb anyways, online stores. I think they're supposed to be on their website really soon. I saw them say that on Instagram, so hopefully by the time I post this video, it's already available on Pacifica's website. But if it's not, it's on iHerb. And the blushes are $12. I think this is also $12. I don't know if it's a different price. And I picked up one more product, and that is this liner, just because it sounded kind of neat. It's like super multitasking. You can prime and line your lips, your eyes. You can use it on your face, on blemishes as a concealer. So I was like, wow, that's a really multitasking pencil. I need to pick that up. So overall, I do really like these, but like most products, there are some pros and there are some cons to them. So I'm going to start with the cons to get them out of the way, and then I'll talk about the products and swatch them for you guys. So really the biggest negative about these for me is the packaging. It's the really flimsy, cheap plastic packaging that you get like with dollar store makeup, like LA Color, is that what it's called? Or like Wet n Wild or e.l.f., their dollar line. It's just like the cheapy plastic packaging, and I'm really shocked that they went with this because packaging is not that much. Like, I've bought little compacts before to press makeup into, and it's like, I don't know, 5 cents more for a nicer container. So I'm really surprised that this is what they went with. So just to compare it real quick to another blush from a company that this is unavailable right now, but my favorite blushes have been for years now from the Conservatory, and the Conservatory has been shut down for a really long time now. It says that they're moving to a bigger warehouse, but it said that for like the past 6 months, so I'm getting really nervous. So I'm trying, to find other blushes for when I run out. I have quite a few other blushes that I stocked up on, but I'm gonna run out eventually. I need to have alternatives. And this is what their blushes look like. They're, same thing. They're all natural, mineral, blah, blah, blah. But, by comparison, size-wise, much bigger. Also, has a nice mirror that I'm trying not to blind you with. The compact, it's not like a super high-end, fancy schmancy compact, but it's a nice, good, sturdy compact, by comparison. And these are like $9. So I'm pretty sure for $12 they could have gotten something a little nicer. Just saying. That's my only con. I'm not trying to be like mean about it or anything. I'm really happy that there are natural blushes out there that I'm assuming they'll go to Target because Pacifica stuff is sold at Target. So if that's the case, then I'm really excited about that because there's really so little choice out there. And another thing that's kind of a con, but not really, because it doesn't really have an effect on me, but this blush called Wildrose, which is really pretty and it's nice, and I'm wearing it today. This is the darker one, slightly darker one of the two. This is like a light pink, and this is like a darker rosy pink. This is, I guess maybe you can call this a peachy pink, but it definitely has a great deal of pink to it. It's not peach. So the Wildrose one is really hard to swatch. It looks nice on my finger, like here you can see it, right? But then there's something about it, like it just doesn't swatch. When I was doing swatches on my Instagram, I was like, I just cannot swatch this blush. What is wrong with it? And it's the weirdest thing because it looks nice on the cheeks and it works well with a brush. So just keep that in mind. If you buy this in the store and you swatch it and you're like, oh my gosh, like give it a chance. Use it with a brush on your cheeks because it works much better. But I was able to build it up here enough. So hopefully you guys can see. It's a really pretty color. I would definitely wear this any time of year. And then if you want something lighter, so the other one is called Camelia. So this one does swatch much easier, but it's a little bit more, can you see that? So it's softer, so the powder, it's like a little bit more powdery, but I haven't had any problems with it. On my face, it looks just fine applied with a brush. I have had no problems with either one of these. And so this one's a little bit more matte, whereas this has a little bit of a sheen to it. But both nice choices, both really pretty. I would love to see them expand their line, you know, if these are popular, and introduce some more colors. But like I said, you know, this is what the darker one looks like on my cheeks. And then for the bronzer and highlighter, so I haven't had a chance to wear this yet. It might be a little bit too warm for me because, you know, they only have one color so far, so they just kind of have to do their best in terms of color, so it's not going to work for everybody, but it's a little dark and a little warm, which will probably be fine for most people, but if you're really pale like me, this might be a little too orange and too dark for you. But maybe used, you know, really gently, this could work. And then the highlighter is really pretty. It is a gold. I know they have another gold one, and from what I remember seeing it, I actually have never owned it. That one is a very subtle, like just like one of those candlelit glow kind of glows where it's not really a highlighter, it's a powder you can use all over, whereas this is more of an actual highlighter, and you can, of course I swatch it on like the most awkward part of my hand. Can you see that? There we go. Why am I asking you? You can't answer me. So you can see the glow. This one is shiny, so it's more of a true highlighter, but you could shear it out and get a softer glow. It doesn't have chunks of glitter to it. So I do think that is a really nice color. So this is called Glow / Sunkissed. So the glow is the highlighter and the Sunkissed is the bronzer. And the last product is this pencil. And if you think about it, like a lip liner pencil, an eyeliner pencil, even a concealer pencil, when they're all natural, they're basically just some oils, some waxes to make them solid, and then some mineral pigments. That's all they are. So any of them pretty much can be used interchangeably, assuming they're all natural and they don't have any like weird ingredients that are not safe for your lips. You know, that's more of a problem when it's like non-natural ones and they have like certain dyes. But with natural ones that are just minerals, pretty much multi-purpose all over the place. And so technically most pencils are like that, but what Pacifica did, which is a really good idea, is they actually market it that way. They're like, hey, you can use this everywhere because it's just a natural pencil. And this is a, let me think of where I can swatch this. It is like a light skin tone kind of shade. So you can use this in your waterline. You can use this on a pimple as a concealer. I think that this would work well. It might be a little peachy for me, but if it's just a little pimple and you're putting something over it, it'll probably be fine. Might work for under eyes too, because peachy shades, you know, tend to cancel out under eye circles. I don't know if I personally would line or prime my lips with it just because of how light this color is, but it depends on, you know, what your lip routine is and what colors you wear and all that stuff. So just, I think, really smart on their part to market it as being so multi-purpose. And hopefully that doesn't scare people off from trying it on all different areas, because who knows where this will work for you. I think this is really neat. I actually tried it on like the waterline of my eyes, and that seemed to work fine, which I'm very sensitive, and I didn't wear it all day like that. I just tried them on at the end of the day, but it seemed to not irritate my really sensitive eyes. So hopefully that's the case when I wear it for longer. But yeah, just a neat, nifty pencil. So check that out. And that's it. So hopefully you enjoyed this haul. If you're looking for natural pressed blushes, then do check these out on iHerb. And, you know, I wasn't trying to be super negative about the packaging or anything. I was just surprised. I think that they're still good products, and, you know, I like them and I'm going to use them and everything. So just, you know, kind of giving you my 2 cents on all aspects of these products. But I think they're great and I'm happy with them. And thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you next time. Bye.